Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction. And tonight is the last night to add to your invoices before I pack and um, invoice you on Wednesday, Thursday. So go ahead and add what you need. Now, if your bill is less than $10, I've adopted Ella's plan of we don't bill for less than $10. Unless you're a new customer. If you're a new customer, you will get billed. But for all of my returning customers, if your bill is under $10, it's an automatic carryover. If your bill is under $20, you have the option of being billed or carrying over. But I shouldn't have to look you up and ask you. You should let me know. You can let me know in the chat. You can let me know in a comment on YouTube. You can let me know in an email, and you can let me know in a Discord message. So many options there, but I try to get everything taken care of every week. But I know some people are on small budgets, as am I, and some people need to carry over because shipping costs just keep going up and up and up. So I want to help y'all as much as I can for my regularly um, returning viewers and buyers. But to even those of y'all who are just watchers and chatters, I'm ever so glad to have you here. I want everybody to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Share me out by clicking the share button on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, Instagram, all your Discords, including mine, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter, which is now called X. Let me go ahead and welcome my co-host, Miss Katie Marie. Welcome, Katie.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. It's good to see you. We're glad you're here. Thanks for coming in and joining the chat tonight.
We are so delighted to have you, and we're going to say hello to everybody individually. But first, let me go ahead and give the obligatory information. So if you are watching, lurking, or even watching the replay, and you think you might possibly want to bid on something, then go ahead and send me a registration email. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send your bill and where to send the items you win. After that, you can bid in my chat. The way you bid is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be charged on your invoice, because you do have to pay your invoice. All items are as is and where is, and the only time you can retract is during the auction. I do not cancel invoices at all, ever. If you have not paid by Saturday morning at the crack of dawn, you will get a small $5 late fee, just because I have to walk over and around your boxes. And Saturday, Sunday, Monday are my auctions. So therefore, I need it cleaned out and mailed off before Saturday. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is my preferred method of payment, but PayPal is how you can pay with your bank card, debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, and Apple Pay. My method of shipping is Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. And those deeply discounted rates are based on the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel's name is Southern Belle NOLA. So let's start saying some individual hellos, and let's see who's in the chat honoring me with their presence today. I always say, your presence is my present. All right, first we have Lisa M. Adventure. So I've got to tell you what's going on tonight. I know some of y'all are looking for Melissa. Where's Melissa? Where's Melissa? Melissa's internet has gone out. For those of y'all that don't know, she lives in rural New York, in what they call upstate. Um, so therefore, she has called about her internet, but it will be tomorrow at the earliest that they can send somebody out. So Lisa was nice enough to say she would help run the chat. Unfortunately, she can only be here the first 2 hours. So, but we are glad for any help that we can get. If anybody wants to volunteer for after the 2 hours, y'all feel free. Otherwise, I might try to pressure Katie Marie, but I'd love to have a volunteer, or it could be with other auctions going on tonight. Our auction may just kind of fizzle out, but we're still going to try to have our regularly scheduled auction because it's always important to keep up your schedule for the YouTube algorithm because this is my full-time job, y'all. So hello, Lisa, and thank you so much for being here and running the chat.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for being here and for jumping in to help out.
Next, I see my Tina, Voodoo Mama. Thank you so much for being here, Tina.
Hi, Tina. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
And there's our favorite teenager, Miss Shelby. Welcome, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. Good to see you again. Thanks for being here.
And there's CQ Kathy. Thank you for being here, CQ.
Hi, CQ. Good to see you.
And here's Rainbow. Melissa let me know that she set it up with Rainbow, that Rainbow is going to be making the list and checking it twice. So if you need to add something, change the color on something or the quantity, Rainbow Cookie Sprinkles is the lady that can help you out with that. Thank you so much, Rainbow, for filling in. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Rainbow. Thanks for jumping in. We appreciate your help.
Okay, so without further ado, I say les le bon temps roule. Let times roll, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll on and on and on. Now we're going to start with a fun round we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, everything is going to start out at just a small $1 bid. So let's look at what we have. We have some cute little cameos. We have butterflies, leaves, prayer hands, boots. We have ladybugs. We have cute little feet, a tree of life that I accidentally have turned sideways, some tiaras or crowns, some stars, lots of different choices tonight. Now, I tried to indicate which one have twinsies because I know some of y'all like to make earrings and you need duplicates in order to make earrings. So who's going to be the brave person to start us out with a $1 starting bid?
There are some really great pairs here. I would be excited if somebody would make some earrings out of the butterflies or the stars or the boots or the prayer hands.
These are the first time I've ever shown these dainty little cameos. I think that they would be so great for either somebody who is older or somebody who is younger. For somebody younger, it could be a nod to the past and a light dainty, maybe a first earring or a sweet earring for church. And for somebody who's might be older, it might go with an actual cameo brooch that they own.
I was going to ask if those were new, but that's great that you have some new choices.
I always try to keep a few new things. I believe this is the first time I've had the boots as well in the solid silver tone. And if anybody needs to see any of these a little closer, just let me know. I am more than glad to do that. I want y'all to be able to see what you're getting. And we'll have this $1 round at the top of every hour. I hope
Yes,
everybody is happy. Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say we love the $1 round here, so don't be afraid to put in a bid.
And tonight we'll have lots of great things coming up, from health and beauty items to some craft items, sunglasses, sunshades, which are actually for your car. We'll have some jewelry. We'll have some shame. Um, we'll even have some barbecue lighters. I've got a Paris Hilton name brand item. Lots of great things going on. Anybody for $1? It's so rare we have a pass on charms. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see tonight.
I think those ladybugs, even in two different colors, would make a really cute, fun, playful pair of earrings.
Well, in a couple of colors, we do have pairs. We have pairs in the yellow, in the pink, and in the blue. Reminds me of that old song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's from Sesame Street, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, well, last call on these. If there's no interest, we can move it along. I know Lisa likes to keep us moving fast. So, last call on these. Start picking up the extras.
And Belle's right. If there's anything that you are wanting to see tonight, let us know. Because if you're looking for it, she might have it nearby. That's easy for her to grab.
All right, so where should we start tonight? All right, let's start with these sun shades. $5 starting bid. These are brand new, sealed name brand. You'll see right here it says car windshield sunshade. And I love that it folds up small. And I love that even once you take it out of the package, it also has a bag that you keep it in your car. So very nice that there's that keeper bag in case you just want to put it underneath your seat, which is where I keep mine.
Yes, these are a must-have in the summertime to help keep your car cool if you're going to be parked somewhere for a while, at the doctor's office, in a grocery store. These are so great to just keep in your car during the summertime.
And you might even want one both for the back windshield and the front windshield.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that too. Good idea.
Anybody for $5?
Tina wants to ask if that's the only design that you have.
Yes, this is the only design that I have.
Thanks
I
for
do
checking,
have
Tina.
multiple. Sorry, I got these from the liquidator, and this is just what they got in. This wasn't something I ordered. This was something I thought, oh, everybody's going to need one of those. So I just got a bunch of what they had. Now, I'm assuming when you open it up, this is what it looks like. I haven't opened one of these up for fear that I couldn't get back in. And I didn't want it to seem used just for me opening it up to check it out. So I will say that I haven't opened them. Okay. I think Tina's bidding, right?
Yes, it looks like that Tina's in for 2, or I'm sorry,
Great.
Tina's in for 5. So that means we're looking for 525.
Well, since you're bidding, I will open it. I'm going to pray I can get it back in. All right, let's see how you open it. Okay. Uh-huh. Now, as big as it is, I don't know if the whole thing is going to be on camera, but I can always wave the camera over it. All right. Oh, it's solid black. Well, unless this is the inside. This might be the inside. No, there's some gray to it as well. All right. I feel like it's going to jump out at me once I. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, Tina. Here it is. It is gray on this side. Let's see if I can flip it around this way because I have it upside down. It's gray on this side. Here is the logo for the company. So solid gray, except for this tiny little logo down here. And the inside is solid black. So it doesn't really have a pattern. I mean, if you wanted to add like a sticker onto it, you could, or some type of design. You could paint on it. You could use a paint pen or a fabric pen. Um, hi, Ian. Good to see you. It's been so long.
Hi, Ian.
How are
Thanks
you
for
doing?
stopping by.
What state are you working in this month?
Well, it's kind of nice that the car cover doesn't have a design on it, a huge design on it, in case you didn't really want that on your car or didn't like the design. You just have the reflective silver on there to help keep the sun out of your car.
Hey.
And Lisa has started counting this down, so we are going once.
Now, Tina, if this was not to your liking, you can retract. But keep in mind, the only time you can retract is during the auction. So if this was not to your liking, I don't want you to feel stuck, sweetheart.
Going twice. Fair warning. And we are sold to Tina for $5. Yeah. Congratulations, Tina.
Yes, you can get some decals from my friend Colleen. That would be fantastic. Or, each place that you travel to, those of y'all that don't know, Voodoo Mama travels around with her loving husband, Mike, in an RV. And, every city you go to, you could collect a different sticker and then slowly but surely fill up the sunshade and make it like, do y'all remember in the olden times how people used to put those stickers on their travel luggage, like back in the, I don't know, 40s, 50s, 60s? You could do that with the sunshade. And then every time people would walk by, they'd be like, oh, look, she's been to Texas. She's been to Colorado. She's been to, this state and that state and another state.
And Belle, if we could put 2 aside for Tina.
Okay. And I still have 3 more. Anybody else want to get in on these sunshades? Oh, you're home for good. Nice. I'm sure your son is thrilled about that. All right, last call on the sunshade.
And I love that it comes in the drawstring bag. So you're easy to keep the bag closed so it won't get dirty.
Exactly. And, you know, in the winter, you may not need it. This way, you can pack it up and get it out of the way. All right. Well, there are more of those available for those who are watching the video. Next, for our barbecuers, or maybe for those people who have fireplaces, you might need this in the winter, or even just for those people who light candles. So many times I'm afraid of using a match to light a candle that I'm going to like set my nail on fire. So I like these long lighters. We're going to start this one at $5. You'll notice this is the name brand BIP one, and it is 100% quality inspected, reliable, and safe. It is child resistant, and it's made in the USA.
I don't like using matches either. So I love having these for candles around the house. It makes it so much easier and safer to light candles.
Oh, I love that idea where she's going to reverse it for the winter to help keep the heat inside. That is genius. Tina is clearly a very smart cookie.
That's a great idea, Tina. I didn't even think about that. It doesn't get super cold where I am, but it's nice to have a warm car.
I think Katie's probably the only person who has weather warmer than mine. Oh, we won't give away her state. Although I think she might have said it before at one time. All right. Anybody for these lighters? All right. Let me move these aside. Next, speaking of cooling down, these are going to be $3 for choice. I have these cooling iPads. Now, if you've never used these, it's very simple. Here's the directions. Place pads in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to cool. Then you put over tired eyes to relax. Hi, Chew. Thank you so much for stopping in to spread some happiness and kindness and click the thumbs up. I so appreciate you coming by, my friend.
Hi, Chew. Good to see you again.
All right, so this first one looks like oranges. This next one looks like cucumbers. And the final one looks like watermelons. So save your spa money and give yourself a little spa day at home.
These are so nice to have and keep in the fridge. I loved using mine. I had a procedure done on my eyes in the fall, and these felt so nice to have on my eyes when I needed to rest my eyes and cool them. They feel so relaxing on your eyes. I think these could be great in a little spa basket as a gift for someone as well. A little take care of yourself basket.
Okay, last call on these then. All right. Next, $2 starting bid, I have some fabulous very berry body mist. Now, this is from, and the Claire's price was $7.99 on it. But here at Bargains by Belle, it's going to be just $2. But it's going to be for choice. You can also have a choice of the Very Berry Lotion, which was also $7.99. And in the lotion, I also have a unicorn candy. And if you're wondering what unicorn candy smells like, it's a combination of cotton candy and vanilla. So $2 for these great summer fragrances. A great way of disguising that sweaty smell. Or I'll even keep one of the sprays in my car so that I can refresh when I'm running around with errands.
And what a great price compared to what it was originally sold for.
And I believe Lisa has tried the unicorn candy. She can probably tell you more of what it smells like in her own opinion.
And I think you make a great point, Belle, maybe keeping one in your car, in your purse, in a backpack, or if you go, work out in a bag. These are great sizes for that. I always like to have lotion on hand, but I think that's a great price.
Thank you, thank you.
Lisa tells us these are amazing items, and she has them both.
Okay, the last call on these then. All right, let me clear these away. Now, next I have these that I just dropped. You're the bomb. It is a rose hip bath fizz duo. These are some of the largest size bath bombs I have ever seen. They're like the size of a sports ball. In fact, just for comparison, here where this was the size of the lotion, and look how huge those are. I'm going to start this, and I only have one of these at $4. $4 for this big set of two in the fancy display.
I love a bath bomb, so these are great, and that's a great price for bath bombs. Bath bombs can be very expensive, so that's a great price for two. And another great product that you could make into a little basket for someone, if you wanted to add the iPads, use them while you're in the bathtub soaking, use the lotion after a bathtub. I think that would be great.
Oh, I love that plan.
Or even if you don't have a bathtub, you can just use the bath bomb and soak your feet. Maybe you were on your feet all day, or your feet are just sore and you want to soak your feet, and then use the lotion on them.
Great plan. Okay, last call on these. All right, we'll move these aside. Next, I have these great containers. These containers have 24 grids. Now, I personally think these would be great for the little $1 charms that I sell, But they'd also be great to keep your smaller sets of earrings in, to keep your extra earring backs in, or your extra jump rings, or your extra clasps, even jewels or stones in. Lisa, these are going to be $3. $3. And one of the things I like about these is that they have not one, but two closures on them. Some of these that I've seen just have one in the middle. And if anything ever happens to that, then you're just up a creek without a paddle. Also, something else I like about it is whatever you put in it is going to stay dust free. And there's even a hanger here. I don't recommend this, but these are also great for stacking. You could just stack scats of these. So $3 starting bid on these great organizers.
I can't remember who it was, but I know someone's bought a bunch of them. Maybe it was Kitty who's bought a bunch of these to use them for charms or coins.
Kitty has, and OG Colleen has also bought a bunch of these as well.
And I know that we have some crafters in our group. I like these for craft supplies, little buttons or beads, or if you're into the diamond painting and you want to organize your diamonds as you work on a project.
Great ideas. Okay, last call on this one. Okay, next, here is a fun game. It's called Headbands. And the way it works is the headband and the cards are included inside. So you take turns wearing the headband and the card is attached. And so when it's on your head, you can
Uh-oh.
what the card says to you. Oh no, did I lose contact? Okay, so as
You
I
just
was
came
saying,
back.
okay, $5 for this headband. The way this game works is you put the headband on your head and then you attach the card. Everybody else but the person wearing it can see the card. So then everybody else gets to describe it to you and try to make you guess what it is that's on the card that you can't see that's on your headbands. So in the poll here, it's a kangaroo. So they'd be saying, I'm an animal in Australia. I jump around a lot. And here's all the explanation on the back. And you can play it one on one or in a group. And this particular edition is the animals edition. So if you're afraid, oh, I'm not going to understand what some of the stuff on the card is, this one, it's all animals.
This is a really
So
fun
that's
game,
going to
everybody. It's a lot of
yes.
fun. And because it's animal themed, I think it would be great for kids to play as well. I see on the bottom it says 6+, but I think it could be a fun game for kids to play because they are animals. So I think it would be very kiddie friendly or child friendly. And there's an app that's kind of like this game. So if you've ever played that app called Heads Up, this is kind of the same thing. But this is a really fun kind of no mess game.
Okay, any interest on this one?
All right, Lisa, thank you. We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, I guess mommy duty calls will have to kind of struggle along without her, I guess. Oh know what's a chat to do. Okay, let's clear this away. Children are animals. Oh, Lisa would probably agree with you on that.
Don't tell if I say
All
sometimes.
right. Oh, go ahead. Being a teacher, I think you have a significant perspective on this one. Tell us. Oh, tell us.
Oh no, I was just going to say sometimes they can be. If I said that, I think that was a mistake. But you never know, Tina. They can be
Oh,
sometimes.
I am sure you see some at their worst moments while having a meltdown. Because, at school, you kind of can't get away from your teacher to melt down in private. So you're stuck having to see it, bless your heart. All right, next, I have one of the most beautiful cosmetic bags that I've ever seen. Look how beautiful, gilded and shiny it is. I hope it doesn't look red because it is magenta. It has kind of an Asian theme to it. Now, it's got a zipper, and how great would this be with one of those charms with the lobster claw clasp dangling with it? I think that would be especially pretty. It's got a shiny black interior to it. It also has piping around the outside. This one is going to be $5. $5.
Shelby, I didn't see your question. I know sometimes we have issues getting seeing everything in chat. So if you could type it again, I would appreciate it.
Or just send me a message on Discord and I'll answer it after the broadcast. All right, looking for $5. Katie, would you mind terribly just typing this in until Lisa gets back from putting sweet little Evie to bed?
Yes, I just put that in.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Anybody for $5?
If you've ever purchased any of the jewelry from Belle, I think this could be a great addition. But it doesn't have to be used for jewelry. It could be used for makeup. It could be used for maybe if you're traveling with medications or pills or medicines you have to take. Um, there's lots of uses for these.
Oh, sweetheart, you're not old enough. When you get to be 18, we might let you fill in with your parents' approval, of course. But since I haven't talked or made contact in all these years yet with your parents and you're 18, we really can't have that, sweetheart. But thank you so much for offering. That's super kind. All right, last call on this one. Now, if you're saying that's pretty and all, but it's just larger than I need, do you have something a little smaller? Well, the answer is yes. So I'm going to show you the two side by side so that y'all can see the difference. I'm going to start this one at just $3 because it's a little smaller. And I could nest one inside another if you want to buy both to ship it to you. But we're going to start this one, Katie, at just $3.
All right, I'm going to go put that in the chat right now. And again, same thing, not just for jewelry, for makeup or medicines or just to travel with.
Looking for $3, y'all. Oh, let me flip it over and show you it's just as pretty on the other side. I love that there's not just a plain side and a pretty side, that both sides are pretty sides.
And I always love that these type of bags have zippers. So you know that your things are going to be secure inside. If the pouch falls out of your purse or your backpack, your things aren't going to go flying around through the day.
Absolutely. That's a great point. I tell you what, why don't we do a buy more, save more? If you would have bought the big one for five and the little one for three, that would have been $8. But I tell you what, if anybody wants to buy both, today only, let's do a buy more, save more for both for the cost of $6. $6. Anybody think they're as pretty as $6?
And
Okay,
Tina,
Tina's in for six. I'm
in
sorry.
for 6. Thank you, Tina. That means we're looking for 625. I know some people like to have their pouches that match, so how great would this be that you have a larger one for maybe a larger necklace or a smaller one for a brooch, or an earring, or to keep your personal items in that match.
And really, I think the larger one is pretty enough that it could almost be an evening bag.
Oh, yes. Sometimes, when you're out at night, you don't want to take your whole purse with you, so you could put a card or cash inside, lipstick, and be just fine.
Well, let's go ahead and count this down.
All right. We are going once. We are going twice. And fair warning. And we are sold to Tina.
Hello, hello, Holly. And Holly has a great idea, she says, or to gift a gift in it. And she thinks the lily is beautiful. As many grandkids as Tina's blessed with, she might absolutely do that. I'm so glad you're here, Holly. And I'm going to go ahead and nest these inside each other. And if you have anything small enough, I may even nest something else inside it when I mail it to you. So,
Congratulations, Tina. Thank you.
for any of y'all that are new or semi new, every now and then somebody will message me, oh, I can't find this item, I can't find that item. And my response is always, did you look inside the other stuff? Somebody once lost something, a dear friend of mine that comes to the channel all the time. And I said, did you look inside that oven mitt? I put it inside the oven mitt to cushion the item she was looking for. And she's like, well, I'll be. Surely enough, I didn't even think to look inside the oven mitt. I won't tell you who it is because it's one of my favorite people on Discord and a beloved friend. But so now I try to warn people that I tend to do that. Okay.
And
Next.
welcome in, Holly. Thanks for being here.
Yes, yes. Okay, next I have these galvanized containers. These are a great size to put your napkins in, or maybe you want to put some plants in them. These are going to be $3 starting bid, and you'll see they have a little cover around the edge. They're good enough for inside, they are sturdy enough for outside.
I love the idea of using them both inside and outside. Maybe since it's the summertime and we might be outside more often, using these for napkins or using these for plastic utensils is a great idea.
You know, if you're having a picnic or a barbecue, you could even put some of your condiments in here.
Oh, that's great. That's way it would be easy to clean. You just could wipe the container off.
And if you put this in your kitchen, you could load it up with the various choices of your K-cups.
I think because it is a plain metal, you could also decorate it. You could get some ribbon to tie around the outside to match the seasons.
I love that idea too. In fact, speaking of that, I have these gorgeous ribbons that I think would be lovely on it. I'm going to add these as choices. So now for $3, you can choose this roll of ribbon, or the galvanized container. You're going to sit there for me? No, you're just going to roll. Okay, there we go. So now you have 3 choices.
I think if you wanted to, you could use these if you're having a party to put maybe party favors in as guests are leaving or coming into the party. So maybe you're having, a barbecue and you have sunglasses for everyone. Put all the party favors inside the container and people can get their little favor as they walk in or out of the party.
Oh, I love that idea. Okay, last call on this one. All right, let me move it. Okay, next have this perfume. It is partially gone. I believe it was a tester. So you could consider this a shame item if you want to call it that. What a shame that some of it was tested in the store. For that reason, it's only going to be $5. $5, which as expensive as perfume is, this is a nice big bottle.
Hi, Nancy. Good to
Hi,
see
Nancy.
you.
Welcome, welcome. So anybody for $5? Ah, Lisa has returned. Phew, it's getting worried.
Thanks for jumping in, Lisa. I think this is a great price because you're right. Perfume can be so expensive, but this is a great way to, try a new perfume. Or maybe this is the perfume that you put in your purse or you travel with to take with you.
And so many times it's fun to try a new fragrance, but a lot of times you just get tired of it before the bottle is done. So this way it's a smaller price and it's a more manageable quantity, and it could be a new scent just for summer. Since
I
a lot of
love
people change
trying.
their scents with the season.
I was going to say that's a great idea that maybe you want to use something just for the summer or save it for some event you have happening. But you're right. That's a great idea.
All right, last call on this one. Okay, next I've got a fun toy. Look at this. Look at these eyes. Look at all the flippers. Look at the tail. The tail moves. See how the tail moves? Now, I don't quite understand. Here's the screw part back here, but it also has a button. Do y'all want to see what the button does?
Go ahead and push the button, Belle.
All right, we're going to start this one at $3. $3. It is not new. And it's not in a package. So $3. So once again, you've got the button that opens the mouth. The tail is articulated and moves in several different ways. It moves here and it moves here. And here is the entry point for whatever else it might do.
It almost looks like
And
it could
really
float or swim.
Well, maybe. I don't quite know. I will say, show you this branding logo here. Oops, I got it backwards. Some of y'all might know this branding logo. I don't speak toys, so I'm not really sure what manufacturing company this logo is for, but it's definitely name brand. All right, anybody for just $3? I don't see that it's a back sliding off. I mean, I really don't know how toys work. I see the screw part, and I see an indentation here, and I see an indentation here, and I see the logo here. So I'm thinking you might could somehow look it up, but I don't see an actual battery panel like you'd have on a remote control of like a TV remote. So I don't know how toys work since I don't have kids. I'm sorry. But I feel like these indentions are for something and the screw must be for something. I don't really know. But I just feel like it's so well crafted, and I love these eyes and the jaw and the button and the articulated tail. I just thought somebody might find it worthy of $3. Okay, let me show the next item. Next item is going to be $5. It's some party night games. Party night. And these are sets of multi-pack games. So $5 for choice. This one has Truth or Dare, Never Have I Ever, Riddle Me This, Telephone, 8 games of endless fun, Memory Blast, Trivia, Rhyme Time, and Charades. This one has two truths and a lie. Such a fun game. This one has Never Have I Ever, Riddle Me This, Telephone, Trivia, Charades, Rhyme Time, and Truth or Dare. So some of the same games, some different games. So in one box, you're getting 8 different games just for $5.
Nancy, Belle did show a thicker ribbon that had some flowers and tulips on it, but we didn't see any thin ribbon yet.
Oh, I thought you wanted metallic ribbon, so I brought a metallic ribbon. Did you only want thin ribbons? Like I have this that I was going to show when you arrived. For some reason, I thought you wanted metallic ribbon. So I hadn't put this one up for auction yet. The ones that I showed earlier were these pretty floral ones.
I think this is a great idea for 8 games in one box. There's lots of great games that families can play together, friends can play together, and they seem like it would be a no mess, you just need the cards kind of activity to play.
Absolutely.
Nancy says she's looking for iridescent and ombre ribbon.
Okay. For some reason, I thought I must have misheard it from Melissa. For some reason, she thought she wanted metallic. I don't have the right ribbon tonight, then, sweetheart. My apologies. All right. Last call on these games. All right. Let me move these to the side. And you know what time it is, Katie Marie?
It looks like it's at the top of the hour.
Yes, it is. So let's do a variety round. Okay, $1 for choice. I have a bath bomb. This one says, "Real queens fix each other's crowns." Love that. That'll be the first item. Next, here's a pretty little nail polish. Put that back here. Next, here is fizzing salts in the scent of raspberry sugar. Next, here is a 100/80 grit double-sided emery board. A Crayola body wash pen. This one is cotton candy scented.
How fun.
I have Gillette shaving cream. Here is a new sealed brush. A set of ponytail holders. So you get the entire set of 5 in this fabulous heart-shaped container. I have a vitamin holder or medication holder. Here is a massage tool. You just put your hand in like this. It is adjustable. Here is a Crayola bath bomb. Here is a Hershey's Kiss lip balm with jojoba oil and shea butter. All right, y'all make room now. There's got to be room for everybody. Here is a cotton candy lotion. Here is another one of these hair coils ponytail holders, but in lighter colors. Here is a Just Peachy flavored lip balm.
And I know we've had some people purchase the Just Peachy lip balm and said it's very good.
Then I have this four-sided nail tool. It even tells you the order: step 1, file; step 2, remove ridges; step 3, buff; step 4, polish and shine. Put that over here. Here is a sealed brand new toothbrush holder.
Hi, Brittany. Thanks for coming in.
So nice to meet you, Brittany. We always welcome new viewers. Let us know how you heard about the channel. Next, here is another hand lotion, hand cream, I'm sorry. This one is berry scented. It looks like a cute little llama that reminds me of our sweet Lily, who we haven't seen yet today. Lily's missing out.
I always like when we have kind of a variety round for the dollar round, just because it seems like there's something for everyone.
Anybody brave enough to start us out for $1? So many great choices.
I
Great
know that we
for,
have.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I know that we have lots of people in the chat in our group that have grandkids. I think the Crayola kits could be great for grandkids, a little bath time set. I think that would be lots of fun with a little lotion with it.
And it's never too early to start getting some stocking stuffers. Also, I know during the summer, my mom used to do this, and I bet a lot of y'all that are moms or grandmas do this, is they'll make like a little treasure chest. And so when kids do some chores around the house, they'll let them pick out a little reward from the treasure chest. Or when they do an act of kindness, they will reward them with the treasure chest. Just little things.
Tina's in for $1. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
And if you've never tried those coil hair ties, those are really nice for your hair. All right, Lisa has started to count this down, so we are going once. We are going twice. We are looking for $1.25 if anybody else is interested in jumping in.
Oh, good night, Brittany.
And we are sold to Tina for $1. Thank you, Tina. Tina would like the four-sided nail tool.
Okay. Is
All
she
right.
still picking or done?
Tina, if you would like anything else, let us know. Otherwise, go ahead and put done in the chat.
All colors, creeds, races, and genders are welcome.
No problem, Tina. Tina is done. So that means we are open to the chat if anyone else is interested in any of these great dollar items.
Anybody else? And we appreciate our international viewers stopping by. Brittany, remind me where in the world you're watching from. Is it South America? Am I remembering that right? Okay, let's see. Lisa's going to take a few things. Help me out.
Both of the bath bombs. So the Crown bath bomb.
Okay.
And the
Crayola.
Crayola.
Okay.
And the bath pen.
Okay. Thank you, Lisa.
Is the Hershey Kiss a bath bomb as well, or is that a lipstick?
It's a lip balm.
Okay, I was mistaken then.
Now, very similar, but not in balm form, are the fizzing salts in the raspberry sugar. They're just not coagulated into a balm. They're just loose fizzing salts, but basically the same.
Hi,
All
Riri.
right.
Welcome in. I don't think we said hi to you earlier.
I'm so glad you're here. Did Lisa put done in, or is she still picking?
Lisa, if you're done, let us know. Because then I see someone else has put in an order.
Okay.
Lisa would like the fizzing salt.
All right, let me add that. All right, I got it. And is she still picking or done?
Now she says she's done.
Okay, all right. And so Riri wanted the massager, right?
Yes, Riri is going to take the massager.
Okay.
And she is done.
All right. Anybody else? Still have lots of great things here. So let's go over what's still left. So on the back row, we've got nail polish. We have a double-sided emery board. One side has a grit of 100 and the other side has a grit of 80. We have a can of name brand Gillette foamy shaving cream. Then we have the, and this was originally $2.99, Hershey Kiss milk chocolate flavor lip balm with jojoba oil and shea butter. Then we have the toothbrush holder. We have the vitamin or medication holder. We have two different scents in hand cream, a choice of cotton candy or berry hand cream. And then we have these 5-packs of the hair coils. We have the comb, and this does have the parting to it. So in case you need to section your hair for braiding or dyeing, coloring, or bleaching. And then last but not least, another lip balm in Just Peachy. Brittany, were you trying to bid, sweetheart? If so, you would have to register. And if you live internationally, I want to warn you that the shipping is quite expensive to other countries. But you would have to register before bidding.
If we could add the bath bombs from earlier to Lisa as well, the ones that were the pack of 2.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you so much. Alrighty else? Oh, I didn't realize you were from St. Louis. I must have you confused with somebody else. My apologies. Did you send a registration email? If so, I'm going to look up my email and I'll let Katie Marie talk for a minute because I do need to have your PayPal email and your shipping address and, of course, your real name. Everybody has given that registration email who you see bidding tonight. Oh, no, you're busy. Okay, I'm sorry. We thought you might be bidding. Okay, well, no worries then. There's a bid. Okay. Well, last call on this. I'm about to clear it away. We'll bring some other stuff out for those of you who want to bid. All right, let me just clear this away.
Thank you guys for a great dollar round.
You might chat with Rainbow. Rainbow at one time used to live in your area. Rainbow, are you still here? Okay, next I want to show some cute children's hats. We're going to start these out at just $2. $2. Look how cute these are. I can almost just see Evie in one of these. So cute. Okay, after this, I'll get to some sleep pants. I got those out first, so they're on the bottom, but I will get to them next. All right, these are $2 for choice. So this first one was a cream with an ombre flower. This one is a pristine white with a hot pink flower. This one is pink and white with a white flower. We also have blue and white with a white flower. Looking for just $2.
These are all so cute.
Thank you, thank you.
Like I said, I know we have quite a few people that have grandkids or their own kids in our groups. So these would be great to have around the house as a gift. Always a good idea to have hats.
And especially when kids want to go outside and play or go to the park and play, it is a good way of keeping them safe.
Absolutely. Starting bid of only $2. Lisa, they are kid sizes.
Yes. See if I can show you. Well, this one says hat. Let me see. Maybe it's in here. I saw that they were kid sizes. All right, one of these, because I know I read it somewhere. How about this one? This one, maybe? Well,
Lisa's in for 2. Thank you, Lisa. That means we're looking for $2.25.
Well, if I had the adult ones out, you'd be able to see just by the comparison to the adult ones. But I only got the kid ones out. If anybody's looking for an adult hat, I could go get them. I use them when I'm gardening.
I was going to say, if you have a small head, you could probably use that for yourself, but I think they are children's sizes.
All right, Lisa's in for 2.
And Lisa has started to count this down, so we are going once, going twice.
And Lisa's little girl, Evie, just had a birthday. So whatever Lisa picks is going to be my gift to Evie.
And fair warning, we are...
I could just imagine how cute Evie is going to look in these. And I can't wait to see Evie in one or several of these, if she thinks Evie needs a few, in future videos.
We are sold to Lisa. Congratulations, Lisa and Evie.
So which one or ones do you think she would like?
Lisa is going to pick the pink, and then the one on top of the pink, the kind of darker color.
Okay, so here's a pink one, and here is the tan one. Great choices.
Hi, Lori. Thanks for coming in. We're glad you're here.
Hi, Lori. All right, anybody else for any of these cute little girl hats?
We are open to chat, so if anyone else is interested, let Lisa know, and we can put one aside for you.
Rainbow, are you still in the chat, sweetheart? All right, last call on these. Okay, any duplicate messages in chat will automatically be deleted, so just note that. And there's no spamming in the chat. But I do invite everybody to subscribe to Lisa M Adventures channel, who is modding for me today. Okay, at the last auction, I had a request for pajama pants, and they specifically wanted ones with pockets, which is a tall order because most pajama pants do not have pockets. But let me show you what I have. The ones with pockets are actually capri pants. So these are going to be $7 because they are capri. Will you help me out, sweetheart? I'm sure you can see what needs to be looked up. Thank you so much. All right, so these $7, these are capri sleep pants in a 1X. Here they are. They're calling them a jogger in a fawn print. Look how nice these are. I would kind of a pebble. Oh, and Rainbow, did you meet Brittany? She's from Missouri. She just told us she's in the St. Louis area. How nice is that? Now, if
And Belle, as you're...
you don't happen to like the purple, I'm sorry.
Tina is asking, I think it was Tina. Or yes, Tina was asking what material these are made out of.
Okay, let's see. The material is focus,
Hi, Craig. Welcome in.
95% polyester and 2% spandex. Hi, Craig. So glad you're here. All hail our King Ballerino Craig. All right. The other pair is this beautiful, super soft light pink. Once again, pockets, super soft. Also 1X, same polyester and spandex. Look how stretchy they are. So these are the two choices you have. Once again, they are only capri length, which is why they are only $7. I'll get a full length sleep pants after.
I love that they have pockets because even if you have these pants on to go out to the mailbox, to go water your plants, to go pick up a package, they have pockets. You can keep your phone or your keys in, and nothing will get lost. Starting bid of only $5.
I said
Oh, nope, I read that wrong. I'm sorry, Belle.
well, they're. I think what Katie meant to say was $7. $7, and the full length sleep pants after this will be 8.
Okay, I saw Lisa put in the dollar sign and I read that wrong. So, starting bid of $7.
That's okay. Okay, and I do have 2 of this cool pebbled one.
And even if you don't need this
They're all
particular
1X.
size, it's great that they have the elastic and the drawstring waist. So you can make them smaller if you needed to make them a little bit smaller, if that's not the size you're really looking for, or because they do stretch. If this is not your size, they still might fit.
Good night, Brittany. Thank you for coming by. Okay, last call on these then. Um, there are no 2X in this style. I think I had emailed you about these being a 1X. All right, let me full length pants, which I do have in a 2X. However, they don't have pockets because they're regular sleep pants. All right, so these are going to be $8. This is the style that they are. And look how cute the print is. They're in a 2X. For those of you who may not know if you are a 2X has a waist of 40 to 42 and hips of 49 to 51. So there is your 2X starting bid of 8. I also have these in a size large. This, the little paper around it came off. These are in an extra large, and we'll look at the fiber here. These are also polyester and spandex. So these are an extra large. And then last but not least, for our butterfly lovers, in an extra large, I have this pretty pattern with the butterflies on it.
I love the colors of these, that it's not the usual leopard print. It's a cute pink and gray kind of leopard print style. And I know we have lots of butterfly fans in our group. So those could be a great choice if that's a size that would fit you.
And I'm going to add one other thing. I have these cute, super soft jogger, and they say, feel me. Yes, they are super soft. This is what they look like. They're a heathered gray, and these are in a medium.
And joggers are great if you don't feel like wearing
Duplicate
jeans or other
comment will be
pants.
automatically deleted.
Or leggings. They're still relaxed and casual. Oh, no, Belle, I'm sorry. I was going to let you finish so you can say that too. But I was saying that joggers are great as a kind of a casual wear, but they're still comfortable to go out in.
You rest in peace as well. All right, last call on these sleep pants. Oh, wait, I did have one more as well. Here's the last one. It's got these beautiful red roses on it. Same $8 price. These are also a size medium. Also a size medium. So let me add those. I just love this material with the pretty roses on it. Wish Kitty were here. That just screams Kitty to me with the pretty roses on it. Any interest?
With a little more traditional leopard print pattern, but with a nice kind of decoration of red roses.
Okay, let's move these aside then. Okay. Next, these are men's pants, but often these styles are more of a unisex type. It's got the moisture wicking. It's super soft. I think that women could wear these as well. I love that the tie is on the inside. These will also be $8 here. These are a men's 3X. 100% polyester, but love the moisture wicking for either going out and doing tasks, or I even like to sleep in this kind of material because I'm a person that tends to sweat while I sleep. And so the moisture wicking I find is so light and so airy and just a joy to sleep in.
I think you made a great point, Belle, that these are great for men or women. Maybe you're wearing these as you're doing yard work outside and you need something cool and easy to wear. Or even if you're going to the beach or the pool and you need a cover up to put on, these could be a great choice.
All right. Any interest? All right, well, let's skip through clothing then. If there's no interest, we won't dilly-dally on that. How about for pets? This is a size small pet denim vest. How cute is this? It's got the patch. It has pristine stitching in it. It's got these little details here. Here is the back with all the snaps. Look at the beautiful stitching around the arm. Well, I guess it's not armholes, the paw holes. I'm not really sure what it's called. We're going to start this in uh, $5.
This could be so cute if you wanted to match your pet. You have a denim vest or denim jacket that you like to wear. You could match your pet. And it looks like it is in really great condition with all the stitching on it. Starting bid of only $5.
And I tell you what, we're going to actually do it for choice. I have this huge novelty floating um, 42-inch by 44-inch float for pools or beach. So that's going to be a choice at $5. Or this huge toolbox is going to be a choice. Brand new for $5. Oops, I'm getting closer all the way. There we go. Got to listen to it click. So these are going to be your 3 choices for $5. And I showed this at one of my food auctions because it looked like a ice cream, but I'm also going to add the option of this big ice cream floaty. Oh, and let me tell you the size on this one. Size on this one is also 42 by 45. Thank you, Lisa.
And don't forget the toolbox doesn't have to be for tools. It could be for crafting tools. It could be for um, household cleaning items. You could put a lot of different things. If your grandkiddo has lots of those tiny cars that they like to drive, you can always store them in there.
Or it doesn't have to be for tools. It'd be a great place to store art supplies and makeup, scissors, nail polishes, crafting supplies, scrapbooking supplies, wax melts.
Yes. It could be a great storage for anything.
Absolutely. And I love that it has the handle. And if some of you are saying, this just looks so industrial, I did see if this peels off, and it peels off so easily. We were talking about my friend Colleen's stickers earlier. Just imagine how many stickers you could put here, you could put on the side, you could put on the back, you could put here. You could even make it a roadside emergency kit. You could make it a first aid kit, put different stickers here. So you could totally make this super cute. This could even be that treasure box that kids pick rewards from that we were talking about earlier.
I think if you had paint, you could also paint on the box to decorate it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Or even a paint pen. All right, well, let's clear these off. All right, how about a couple of shame items? Anybody want to see what's a shame this week? All right, Here's the first what a shame item. It is this fancy box. Y'all may recognize this. This is from Bath and Body Works, and it originally had a perfume in it. The perfume in it cost $59.95. But Katie, do you want to know what the shame is?
What's the shame, Belle?
It's not this beautiful ribbon that's on it, because this is lovely. And it's not the magnetic closure. It's the fact that it's empty. But I thought somebody might want this magnetic box with the pretty ribbon, with the gorgeous sides to it. I hated to just throw it away because the perfume had already been used. So it's just a pretty box with a bow and a magnetic closure. $1. What a shame that there's no perfume in it.
I love that blue gingham, though. That's so cute.
Sometimes a good box is hard to find.
And I bet that insert would come out, that the box could just be an empty space inside.
Maybe. You might have to stick like a butter knife in it. I haven't tried that, but you probably could. If not, I can just dispose of it, but I thought, well, I'll offer it just in case somebody is interested. Or maybe somebody even has a perfume they need to gift to somebody, and this would just be a way that they could put it safely in, even if it wasn't the same bottle. All right, we're going to pass on that. All right, next item is I had this mascara that opened up. You can see this is the container from it, but it doesn't have all of its packaging and on it. So $1. Anybody for the mascara? Let me see if I can tell what CoverGirl. I think it's still new in the package. The package just separated from the card it was on. Anybody for just $1?
CoverGirl is a great brand, not only of makeup, but their mascaras are great too. So if you need a new mascara or want to try one, this is a great way to do that.
I'll give Lisa a minute to put it in the chat. This is a great time to remind everybody we need thumbs and to make sure you're on live chat, not that top chat, which will deceive you into thinking your own chat is at the top. Any interest? Okay, we're going to pass on this one. Next, I have this little girl purse. It is purple, but there is some kind of streak on this. This is how it opens and closes. And
hi, Ted. Good to see you.
no, I don't think I'm going to offer this for shame. So I'm going to let that one go. I do have this one for shame. This opened and a lot of these pieces fell out. I'm so glad you're here, Tad. And it only remains with the nail brush and the emery board. So $1 starting bid. This is the what a shame. The packaging opened. See how it opened? And some of the parts fell out. Oops.
But I think it's always a great idea to have a nail brush.
Absolutely. And rewards are super handy as well. And if y'all aren't interested in the what a shame items, I don't have to keep showing them. Okay, next I have some patriotic clothing. Okay, these are tank tops. This one says back to back World War champions. Back to back World War champions. And the sizing on this is large, extra large, and it is 100% cotton. Now, these are in men's sizes. Men's sizes. And we're going to start these at $5. Now, if you're saying large, extra large doesn't fit me, I do also have small slash medium. That's how the sizing is. It's general sizes because it's men's. So the choices are small, medium, or large, extra large.
Starting bid of only $5.
These would be great to wear in the heat, standing out to watch the fireworks for Independence Day.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just can't handle having sleeves on, and you need to have a sleeveless shirt just to help you beat the heat.
Or with them being men's sizes, it could even be a sleep shirt for a woman.
I was thinking that too, or a cover up, maybe from a swimsuit.
Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to pass on these. I have one other type. This other type has this pretty popsicle and it says, tastes like freedom. And once again, these are 100% cotton. Once again, the choices are men's large, extra large, or men's small slash medium. Those are the two sizes it comes in. Very general sizes. They are cut very generously. I'm thinking Lisa might have one or the other of these. I want to say it's the popsicle one, but I could be wrong. I think she got it last year.
The fireworks and the popsicle on there are so cute.
And for those who might be a little bit more reserved, you could always wear a short sleeve t shirt underneath it. If you aren't a person who likes to show your arms.
Or if someone wanted a crafty project, they could always tie dye, red, white, and blue tie dye their tank tops.
All right, last call on this. Oh no, your mommy took it? Sorry, Lisa. I'm so sorry. All right, let me move these aside. Next, let's look at some um, necklaces with natural stone chips. I just love the natural stone. You know, at the Sunday sale, we had such pretty rhodonite and turquoise. That rhodonite with the pink and black chips are so pretty. These I've shown once before, and last time I showed them at 10. This time I'm going to show these necklaces made of all of the gemstone chips for just 8. So let me show you what I have. Okay, first, here are cherry quartz. And once again, these have a lobster claw clasp and a long extender. Because they're made of natural stones, they do have weight to them. And so each of the stones is a little different. So there is the cherry quartz.
How pretty. And I love that all the stones are going to be a little bit different.
Here is the rose quartz, which you'll notice is basically the same color as my tablecloth because it's a blush pink. Here is a turquoise. Here is a unakite. You'll see the unakite has some peach, has some sage green in it. That's just the way unakite is made. So
And Belle, what was
$8
this?
choice.
Oh, never mind. You beat me to it.
I'm sorry. Sorry. This next one would also be great for guys. It is obsidian. And if you have a hard time telling the difference between obsidian and onyx, obsidian is the shiny one. Okay, next, this one is jasper. Any interest? All natural stones.
I'm a big fan of turquoise, but I think a lot of these would look great on a solid color shirt. I think it would really make the stones stand out and kind of pop. But a lot of these, you can wear them with any different color. They're great colored stones. And like I said, it's nice that each of them are going to be a little bit different colors or shapes. Just a neat, natural look.
All right, last call on these then.
And if you had a pendant that would fit slipped through the beads, you could always string a pendant on this necklace as well.
All right, last call on this one then. Oh, welcome back, Tina. All right, let me move these to the side then. They'll be available on the replay. Okay, next let's look at some sunglasses. With that harsh sun, some of you might be needing some sunglasses. So let me show you what I have. All right, these are going to be $5 for choice. Here's the first ones. These are Michael Austin eyewear. Also from the Michael Austin collection, here is a darker pair. Looking for $5. Oops. Back here.
It is
Okay.
always. Oh, go ahead. I thought you were done.
Oh, no. I've got lots. I'm just trying to separate them and give people time to look. This next one is from Nottingham, and it's got the cool oil spill lenses. All right, if you need a smaller pair, here is a smaller pair. Put these here. Well, maybe we'll put these here. These have a very sleek look to them. Here's that pair. Here is another sleek one. This one is, I don't think I can read that. But it is also by Michael Austin. For the girly girls who want to look through rose-colored glasses, that is exactly what these are, rose-colored glasses. This one is still in the plastic, has the brown tinted lenses to it. This one has some metallics to it. Looking for just $5. So many choices.
It is always a good idea to have sunglasses, and maybe you have more than one pair at $5 starting bid. Maybe you have more than one pair, that you have one that stays in your car, one that stays in your purse. But I think that's a great starting bid for lots of different styles.
I forgot to plug my computer in. Just 1 second, y'all. Oh no. Crisis averted. All right, well, last call on the sunglasses. All right, last call. If y'all have just let Lisa in the chat. And you know what time it is, Katie?
Well, Looks like it's the top of the hour, so that means it's time for another Belle's Bargain Bonanza. $1 round.
Okay.
And
I
Lori,
think
if
after
you're
this
not
round, Lisa's going to have to go.
if you're not able to do it, I told Belle that I could try and do a little bit of both.
Well, we probably won't auction too much more after this, but I thought we would finish with a dollar round. So let's start with some cute little signs. This first one says XOXO, hugs and kisses. This next one says follow your heart. Oops, let me see if I can hang this to the back. This one says love, sweet love.
Tina's in for $1. Thank you, Tina.
This one says be our guest. Be our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Okay, maybe you just already have glasses and you need a glasses case. Here's a glasses case.
I got you, Lori. Thanks.
Okay. All right, next we've got patriotic pens. This one is a beautiful metallic with a heart and flag. We also have a metallic blue with a star. We have red with a heart. And red with a star. And let's see, anything else? We've got this cute sign that says, I can't say I love you enough, so this is your reminder. Let's see, here, can I see it? All right. I also have these pretty tassels, and they have little pom-poms into the tassels.
Those are cute. And Lisa, whenever you need to jump out, I'm on the chat.
There's a cute little squishy surprise.
All right.
I also have these cute little. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've got to stop interrupting you, Belle. I always try not to step on your
not
toes.
at all. You never know when I'm about to say something. There's no way to know. I've also got these decorative plant stakes that say hello. All right, so I'll put this back here. All right, now I'm done adding. Sorry. Oh. I just like to have a full auction board so there's lots of choices.
Yes, you do have a lot of choices today. So, Lisa has started to count this down. So we are going once. We are going twice. Fair warning, we are looking for $1.25. And we are sold to Tina. Congratulations, Tina.
Congratulations, Tina. What all can we get for you?
Tina would like the XOXO sign.
Okay, there we go.
And she is done.
Thank you so much, Tina.
That means we are open to chat. So if there's anyone else in the chat that would like one of these great $1 options, we know that you guys liked the $1 variety round last time. So if there's something here that you're interested in, go ahead and put it in the chat.
These pens would be such a great gift for a veteran.
Lisa, I did see your message about your granddaughter, if that's what you're talking about. That's very sweet.
Oh, what did I miss? Let me scroll up and see. Let's see. Since my granddaughter was 6, she's now 26, we have always parted with XOXO. I love you. Aw, that is so sweet. I missed that, Tina. I'm so sorry. I was moving around items and not watching the chat. Oh, so sweet. I love when families have special things that they say. People over the years have said, oh, in my family, we say love you to the moon and back. Oh, in my family, we say the peas and carrots. Oh, in my family, we say, and I love that different families have different special sayings that are specific to them.
Good night, Lisa. Thanks for coming
That's
in,
so
and thanks for running the chat for us.
Yes, and I too want to thank Lisa, and I also want to thank Katie. Some of my friends have decided to broadcast tonight, and so few of us are here. I hate to keep anybody from the auctions of my friends. So therefore, I'm just going to go ahead and end early tonight, even though this is my full-time job. I don't want to burden the few of y'all that are here, and I never want to pressure anybody to buy anything. Some people will buy on replay. Rainbow was messaging me today and wanted me to remind everybody that once the video has ended, that not only can you leave a comment, which will help me with the YouTube out, those of you who have cell phones, you can press the hype button and you can hype my video so that it shares. It's another free and easy way you can support me and my channel. So thank you to Lisa. Thank you to Katie. I'll be packing and invoicing unless you're under $10, or if you have a total of under 20 as want to carry. I'll see you back on Saturday night. I say le bon temps roule. Let the good times roll.